Who does like inspire you? Who are you influenced by?
That's
I
actually a really
want to
good
know.
question.
Mr. Dynamite.
Fab.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah. Brilliant. So we are babes. To be fair, we're all babes. And Babes is a group of queer, black women, trans, non-binary people who create spaces for that particular community. So we'll create installations, we'll host conversations, and we'll also rave.
So I'm Abondance Matanda, and I think my art is based in storytelling. I don't glorify and I don't demonize nothing, I just present.
Gosh, where did we meet? It must have been at Babes. Were you even 18 yet?
No, I was 17. I was moody. I just remember being moody. I couldn't want to chat to anyone. Yeah, but I was still curious.
Yeah, moody and curious.
How have you been working with the Tate and how long?
This year, they invited me out to Venice, yeah. So I wrote a story. Like, everything I do is very, like, female orientated. So even, like, when people talk about ends and, like, the hood or whatever, it's always through, like, a male perspective. But there's girls there as well, so that's what I wrote about. And then they flew me out to Venice, and I read it. I think that was one of the first times I'd, like, read something of mine and I'd just been, like, completely comfortable. To do that in, like, a different setting completely was like, rah, like, what I say can be universal.
Yeah. I think what you just said about feeling comfortable in a space that you wouldn't conventionally feel comfortable in is the way that art should be heading, and people like yourself and us should be able to engage with art and feel free to express our art in spaces that we perhaps never felt ownership over before.
Institutions, I think, are trying to be on this maybe kind of diverse or inclusive tip, but it's really the cultural mindset of really changing about, like, fine, if you want to talk about people from the African diaspora, you want to give them an event, or you want to talk about a particular kind of history. It's not just doing the one-off events. How do you incorporate it into your everyday programming? And that's what I want to be in the everyday.
Yes, the thing is, like, if you don't understand how a space could be violent to somebody trying to implement those changes, then it's just, yeah, it's not going to be forever. It's not going to end up every day, you know what I mean?
Because it's a hard job to be in those spaces when you're having to fight those politics within it, and how we're trying to navigate the space. We're creating the pathways, so in terms of making the actual everyday happen.
That's the conversation.
Yeah.
I never did see nobody do it so slick like my mother and her sister, you know. And my mother that. So man's good. As long as man's got your blessing, you get me? Like you always said, in the badness and through the sweetness. Yeah. All of that, till we dead and that, you know, like that.